My roommate faked an allergy and got expelled from college. Hey Redditors, I 22F am in my second year of college in Boston, USA, and sharing a dorm room with someone is a lottery. Last year I was lucky with my roommate, but this time, oh my god, it's a real nightmare. I'm writing this because I'm still in shock and I need to vent, plus hear your opinion. Did I overreact or am I in the right? I feel a mix of anger, relief, and a little bit of guilt because the situation got out of control. Let me tell you everything in order, because it's a long story, but I'll try to be detailed so you understand the full context. So, some background. I live in the US, studying computer science at one of the universities here. I don't have money for my own apartment, so I live in a student dorm, a small room for two, a shared kitchen on the floor, and a shared bathroom too. My roommate, let's call her Anna, 23F, is from California studying business. We met at the beginning of the semester through the room assignment system. The university matched us because we both said we don't smoke, don't drink too much, and like to study in quiet. At first, everything was okay. She's neat, I'm neat too. We shared the cost of cleaning supplies, sometimes watched Netflix together. I love to cook, it's my way to relax after lectures. Especially Asian dishes, because my mom taught me how to make Thai pad Thai with peanut sauce, or just peanut butter sandwiches for breakfast. It's cheap, quick, and tasty, plus peanuts are my favorite product because they give me energy for a whole day of coding. But a couple of weeks after moving in, Anna suddenly announces, "Listen, I have to tell you something important. I have a serious peanut allergy. Not just an itch, but real anaphylaxis. My throat swells up, I can suffocate. My doctor prescribed me an EpiPen and I always carry it with me. Please, don't bring anything with peanuts into the room or the kitchen, because even the smell or crumbs could kill me." I was, of course, scared. I'm not a monster. I don't want anyone to get hurt because of me. I asked for details. Is it an airborne allergy or only if she eats it? She said that even if I eat peanut butter in the room, crumbs could get on her things, and that's a risk. She showed me her EpiPen so I would know how to use it just in case. I took her at her word. Why wouldn't I? In the States, nut allergies are very common. In schools, they even ban peanut products. So I completely changed my habits. I stopped buying peanut butter, and that was my main breakfast, quick to spread on toast and run to a lecture. Instead of pad thai, I made versions without peanuts, with sunflower seed butter or no sauce at all. The taste isn't the same, but okay. Even when I went to a cafe, I didn't order anything with peanuts because I was afraid of bringing the smell back on my clothes. It was inconvenient. I spent more money on alternatives because sunflower seed butter is more expensive, and without peanuts my dishes became boring. Plus, Anna started complaining about smells in general, said that my cooking made her feel sick, even though I washed the dishes immediately. She took up more space in the fridge for her safe foods and told me to keep all my things in a separate bag. I tolerated it because I thought, health is more important. We even signed an agreement on paper. The university recommends this for roommates with allergies, where I promised not to bring peanuts, and she promised not to eat my food without permission. But over time, strange things started happening. Anna often ate outside the room. She went to cafes or to friends and came back with fast food bags. I didn't pay attention, but one time I saw her hiding a Snickers in her closet that has peanuts. She quickly closed the door and said, "Oh, that's not mine. A friend gave it to me. I'll throw it away." I thought, okay, maybe, but doubts appeared. Then she started forbidding not only peanuts, but other things. Don't cook spicy food, the smell gives me a headache. Or don't put your laptop on her half of the table because of my dust allergy. Wait, what? The peanut allergy had turned into control over everything. I felt like I was in prison in my own room. My grades dropped because I was stressed about this, and cooking was my anti-stress. And here's the climax. Last week I came back from a lecture early because a class was canceled. I enter the room quietly, thinking Anna is in class, but she's sitting on her bed with an open bag of peanut M&Ms, chewing with her mouth full, watching a series on her phone. I'm in shock. "Anna, what is this? You said you had an allergy." She coughed from surprise, probably, threw the bag away and started making excuses. "It's not what you think. These are special, peanut-free ones." But I picked up the bag. It clearly said peanut M&Ms. I photographed everything with my phone because I already suspected something. It turned out she had been lying from the very beginning. There was no allergy, she just didn't like the smell of peanut butter, said she overate it as a kid, and now it makes her sick, and wanted me to not occupy the kitchen with my cooking because she herself likes to make salads without weird ingredients. Plus, her boyfriend, who I rarely saw, is actually allergic, but she used that as a pretext to control me. I exploded. I told her that because of her I had spent a ton of money and nerves and that this was manipulation. She started crying, said I was overreacting and not respecting her space. I went to the raw resident advisor and showed them the photos and our agreement. They said it was serious, because lying about an allergy can be dangerous for others. What if someone believes it and doesn't help in a real case? Now Anna has to move to another room and I get to stay. But she told our mutual friends that I'm a psychopath who spies, and some of them believed her. I feel like a hero because I can finally eat peanut butter, but also a little bad because maybe I could have talked more calmly. So Reddit, AITA, am I the asshole for exposing her so abruptly and going to the authorities? Or NTA, not the asshole because lying is wrong? Please advise on how to behave next. Should I write her an apology or not? Thanks for reading this epic. Update 1. Hello again, Redditors. Thank you all for the comments on my original post. Most of you said NTA, and it really helped me feel like I'm not crazy. I read all the advice. Some said to ignore her, some said to document everything, and some even shared their own stories about fake allergies. Turns out, it's not that rare in student dorms. But damn, the situation has escalated, and I'm now under even more stress. I'm writing this update a couple of days after the original post because Anna, my ex-roommate, decided not to just go quietly, but to get revenge on me for complaining to the raw. I thought that after she moved out it would be over, but no, it's turned into a real dramatic series. Let me tell you in detail, because it's still fresh in my memory, and I'm still shaking with anger. So, after I went to the raw with the photos and evidence, they reacted quickly. Anna had to move to another room on the same floor. The university didn't want to kick her out completely because it was a first offense. But they warned her that lying about medical conditions is serious, and if it happens again, there will be consequences. She packed her things in a day. I even helped because I didn't want escalation, but she was muttering things like, "You'll regret ruining my life, and I trusted you, and you betrayed me the whole time." I ignored it, thinking it was just emotions. We even signed a paper for a peaceful separation. The raw made us do it to avoid complaints. I was finally able to buy peanut butter and eat a normal breakfast. Oh my God, it was like a holiday. My friends from my course came over to celebrate. We laughed about the situation, and I felt relief. But the next day, the horror began. First, small things. I noticed that my favorite kitchen knife was missing from the kitchen. I thought maybe I forgot, but no, I looked everywhere. Then in the evening, I come back to my room and there's a note stuck on the door. Warning, a psycho with allergies lives here. She poisons people with peanuts. Anonymous, but it's Anna's handwriting. I recognized her calligraphic swirls. She always bragged that she writes like it's from Pinterest. I tore it down, but someone had already taken a picture and spread it in the group chat for our floor. Some people laughed, but one girl from the neighboring room came up and asked, "Is it true? Did you really try to poison Anna?" I explained the situation, but the rumors had already started. Anna, I guess, told her version where I'm a psycho who planted peanuts in her food for revenge. That's not all. The next morning I go to a lecture and my laptop won't turn on. I'm a coder, so this is my main weapon. All my projects, notes, even my Japanese recipes in Google Docs are on it. It turned out someone had poured water into the keyboard. I never left it unattended, but then I remembered. Last night Anna accidentally stopped by to get a forgotten charger. The raw allowed it because her new room is nearby. I'm sure it was her. Who else? I went to her, knocked on the door. "Anna, did you do this? Return the knife and confess." She opened the door, smiling. "What water? You're paranoid. You probably spilled coffee on it yourself. The knife? Maybe you ate it with peanut butter." And she closed the door. I was furious. This isn't just revenge, it's sabotage. My laptop cost $800, and now it's in repair. The university IT said the motherboard is damaged. Repair is $200, which I don't have. I'm on scholarships. I went to the raw again, showed them the notes, photos of the laptop, but they said, "There's no direct proof it's Anna. We'll talk to her, but be careful." I started documenting everything. Photos, screenshots of chats. I even installed a small camera in my room, bought it on Amazon for $20 bucks. Paranoia. My friends advised me to ignore it, but it's affecting me. I'm sleeping poorly because I'm afraid she'll plant something. Plus, memes about the peanut murderer appeared in the group chat. Anna, I guess, planted the idea with her friends. I feel isolated. Some people avoid me in the kitchen as if I'm really dangerous. Why is she doing this? She told a mutual acquaintance that I ruined her reputation, and because of me, her boyfriend dumped her because he thought she was a liar. But it's her fault. Reddit, what should I do? Change rooms myself? File a complaint with the police for vandalism? Or just wait until she gets tired? I'm in shock because I thought adults don't behave like this. Please advise, and thanks for the support. Update 2, final update. Wow, Redditors, this is the final update, and what an update. It's been a week since update 1, and the situation reached a peak, and then, boom, the end. I'm writing this with relief, but also in shock, because I didn't expect things to go this far. Thank you to everyone who commented on the previous posts. Your advice about documenting, cameras, and going to higher management really saved me. I followed it all, and it worked. But Anna overdid the revenge, and now she's been expelled from the university. Let me tell you everything step by step, because it was a real epic with evidence, meetings, and even the police. I'm still processing it, sitting with a cup of tea and a peanut butter bar, finally without fear. So after update 1, Anna's revenge escalated. She didn't stop at the notes and the laptop. A day after I installed the camera, I noticed that my food in the refrigerator was spoiled. My yogurt was open, the milk was spoiled, and in my pack of rice, there was something white, like salt or worse. I didn't eat anything because I suspected something, but I took pictures. The camera in the room didn't show anything because this happened in the kitchen, shared, but I saw a message in the group chat from an anonymous account, probably her fake. Be careful with food from my name, she adds peanuts everywhere. It was absurd, but some people believed it. One girl threw out her salad because, suddenly, I was panicking. This was no longer a joke, it was a threat to other people's health. I gathered all the evidence, photos of the notes, the damaged laptop, the spoiled food, and went not only to the RA but straight to the Dean of Student Affairs. You all advised this. The university has a department for conflicts. I told them everything, about the fake allergy, the revenge, the rumors. They listened but said, we need proof that it's specifically Anna. I remembered the camera and asked to review the footage from the dorm hallway cameras. The university has CCTV. They agreed after I signed a consent form. And here it is, jackpot. The footage clearly shows Anna at night, at 2 a.m., entering the kitchen with my keycard. I had lost it a couple of days ago, thought I dropped it, but she probably stole it from my bag during an accidental meeting. She opens the refrigerator, does something with my food. You can clearly see her pouring something white into the rice and stirring the yogurt. Plus, on another recording, she's sticking the note on the door. The dean called Anna in for a meeting. I was present, but behind a glass partition so we wouldn't have contact. At first, she denied it. That's not me, someone who looks like me. But when they showed her the video, she broke down. She cried, said, she exposed me, she ruined my life. I wanted her to feel the same thing, the fear of an allergy and isolation. It turned out the white powder wasn't salt, but crushed peanuts. She bought peanut butter, dried it out, and ground it up to plant in my food. The goal? For me to eat it, and then to accuse me of poisoning myself or others. It was insane. If someone with a real allergy had eaten it, it could have been bad. She confessed to stealing the key card and the knife. She said she threw it in the trash to punish me for cooking. The university does not tolerate this. Vandalism, theft, threat to health, these are violations of the code of conduct. They called the campus police because this was now a criminal matter, theft and potential poisoning. Anna had a meeting with the dean and the police. I wasn't there, but the RA told me she was suspended immediately. A day later, the official decision came. Expulsion from the university for a semester, with the possibility of appeal, but on the condition of getting psychological help. Her parents came from California, picked up her things. I saw her leaving, crying with a suitcase. She sent me a message. Are you happy? You won. I didn't respond because I blocked her everywhere. Now I'm in a new room. The university gave me a single room for a month as compensation. The laptop was repaired at their expense, and the rumors have died down. The RA sent an email to the floor with an explanation, no details, but that the conflict was resolved. My friends are supportive, and I can finally study in peace. But the lesson is, never ignore red flags, document everything, and don't be afraid to go to the authorities. Reddit, you were my salvation, thank you. If anyone has similar stories, share them in the comments. And TA forever. What are your thoughts on this story? Did the author do the right thing? What would you have done in her shoes? Share your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new stories.